got a shirt that will be up for sale. Here it is. This is dedicated to you, Lane.
Hey guys, it's Zenoyashu. I'm a husband, father of 2 sons, and a son myself, and I have 2 brothers. I'm an airplane mechanic, and I'm working on being the man my wife, parents, and kids can be proud of. There's a time for everything. Detox your timeline. It can either help you or hinder you to being who you want to be. I strive to provide good entertainment value and educational value in each video. If you enjoy what I stand for, subscribe to the channel. If anything is off visually or with the audio, or if you straight up disagree with my message, let me know in the comments. Hit the notification bell to stay current with every video. Hello, YouTube. We are back with another video that is near and dear to my heart. We're going to react to a couple of clips, and then I am going to give my opinion and takes. Thank you for another one. And we're gonna roll the clip starting now.
Round. You an ugly ass boy. You an ugly ass boy. You brag on having no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter?
That nigga got a picture.
This motherfucker bragged on not having no children out of wedlock. What happened, D? It crashed.
I agree.
Froze.
That's the broad.
I was told.
Y'all can get the broad off. That's his daughter. This man said he ain't got no children out of wedlock. Nigga,
That's Cool Mo daughter.
that's who?
Not Cool Mo D, Cool Mo daughter.
That's the air up there, nigga. Look, nigga, let me tell you something. Don't make no more kids, nigga. That bitch gonna be buying pussy like you after a while. If you don't know, nigga, don't ever brag on no motherfucking what you ain't got. Don't nobody want no kids with you, nigga. Don't nobody want no kids with you. Your prime years, you was a scammer, nigga. You was doing scams. Now that you older and found a way to manipulate, get dude off the screen. Get dude off the screen, man. Who the fuck is that, nigga? This motherfucker cat. I'm the captain now. Look at it. Hey, look. Let me tell you something. Don't make no more daughters, dog. You got to make it where your shit come out with a boy so he can make excuses for him. But you ain't got no kids out of wedlock because ain't no bitches fucking with you. He was on the internet bragging, I know power up here. He ain't got nothing to do. The only power he had was to run his mouth. That's all he did. Run his mouth. When a man challenged him, he bagged down. So if you want to be on the show, because I heard you say, I went to Corey Holcomb's show out in D.C. and he was funny and all that shit.
Let's pause it right here. So, as we've seen so far, he put up a picture of his daughter on the screen and started roasting his daughter. Now, I don't think I'm going to really hold anything back here. These are the elders of the Black community. So this simple dispute is highlighting problems within the Black community. We're going to deep dive into it. We're just going to full send it. We're not going to hold anything back. So if you remember when you went to school, you were arguing with people, man. We were getting into it. And then you didn't have nothing to say. What's the first thing they say? Yo, mama. When you lose in the argument and you don't have nothing to say, what's the first thing that's said? Is, oh, yo, mama. It's the ad hominem attack. It's the personal attacks. If you're losing an argument and you don't have anything to say, that's, if I cannot out logic you and beat you on the point, I'm going to do an ad hominem attack, and I'm going to attack you personally. I'm going to attack you. I'm going to attack your family. I need to have ground on you on something. And so this, so far, you've seen he's attacking his daughter. And if you remember in the last episode, They were asking, they're saying, "Oh, you're not pro-black? You don't support the black community?" And Anton said, "I'm Christian before I'm black," meaning my Christianness, me serving Christ, my identity in Christ is greater than my loyalty to the black community. And they didn't really say, they said, "We don't trust him because of that. That's sus." And so they were saying that he worships the white man. But these same people, when they have nothing over you, now it's personal attacks. And notice how he keeps reiterating, because he feels strongly on this. And so we'll deep dive into it again. He keeps saying, when a real man was in your face, you didn't do nothing. If you remember the events the same way I remember the events, Anton called him out and he felt disrespected. Because he felt disrespected, he felt the need to move closer to Anton. Anton called him out. He was bullying Anton. He said, "You kiss ass." Anton gave the same disrespect. He said, "You suck meat." And he didn't like that. He couldn't, he felt disrespected in the sense, and he moved closer to him. So I don't follow the hood rules. But he said he has friends that are in jail. And so if the disrespect was so loud, he would have popped off. So here's the hypocrisy. If he moved closer and he didn't do anything, but he's remembering events like, "Oh, I big dogged him, I bossed up on him, and he didn't do anything." Anton wasn't the one offended. You were offended by Anton. You moved closer to him, and then you proceeded to not do anything. And so now he's keeping up this bravado by saying, "Yeah, I came up to him and in front of a real man." So I want you to understand, because he's reiterating that. He's saying that because it's important to him. He keeps saying that I moved closer to him and he didn't do anything, because his pride is wounded. He knows on 4K on the internet, his jail friends would, like you said, he has jail friends that he holds, he values their opinion. That's why he brought up he has jail friends. It's a badge of honor in masculinity. I have friends in jail, they hard. I hang around people who are hard and dangerous. My friends are cool, so I'm cool too. My friend has a supercar. I hang around people with money. Do you have money? No, but I hang around people that do. And so this is what you're saying. And so he said, so hold me back is equivalent to saying, when you say it's equivalent. He kept saying, "Say it again." It's equivalent to saying, "Hold me back, y'all, hold me back." And he told saying, "Say it again" as a badge of honor, but it's not. He moved closer to Anton. Anton didn't switch up. And if he truly felt disrespected, if he was truly about that action, he would have popped off after hearing it the first time. Anton didn't stutter. And so yeah, he has to. So he's gonna attack his wife as well. He's attacking his daughter, and that's sassiness. Hyper emotional men. Little girl can't fight back. You can't beat me in an argument, so you have to attack little girl. And I want you to notice his coworkers. Anton mentioned in the last clip that he was surrounded by yes men. Yes men who won't call him out on his BS. And if you remember in the last clip, Anton also said he knows how to attack his targets carefully. He mentioned Charles Barkley. If he said something about Charles Barkley and he met him in person, said he's a big guy, and he said, "Hey, we both black, right?" So it's blackness when it's convenient to you, but you will tear down a black daughter and as we've seen, tear her down on her looks when it is convenient to you. These are the black men who you're supposed to respect. I operate by the jail culture, but I'm a hypocrite when it's convenient to me. When it was time to pop off, did he pop off? No, he wouldn't. So he's obviously a hypocrite. He said a real man was in your face. You didn't do anything. No, you didn't do nothing. Why would Anton pop off? He's not the one who felt disrespected. You felt disrespected. And I'm sorry to say, this is why they see the black community as a joke. Why do I speak out against it? I have 2 black sons. I have a black wife. They are more likely to be killed by another black person than a white cops in America, than a white school shooter in America. We're more likely to die to another black person who's operating by his hood rules. who they're pro-black to the point to it's a detriment, and it's so sad. These are grown men in the black community having a disagreement. And so because he felt so disrespected, he said, I have to attack your family. I have to one up him in something. This is the embodiment of hood culture. And so it's literally as simple as he could have fought and squashed the beef, but he chose not to fight. He chose not to fight. But he's still acting hard or masculine, talking with big bravado. See how he's changing he's literally rewriting history to suit him. He's the one who felt disrespected by what Anton said and chose not to fight. And now he's rewriting the script. And if he really felt like Anton didn't do anything to him, if he really felt like he one up him and that he's on the pedestal, the moral high ground, if you feel like we all saw in 4K that he came up to Anton and Anton wasn't scared. In fact, Anton invited him to shoot the hands and told him not to boss up on him. So the bully was trying to intimidate Anton and the tactics didn't work. So therefore, the bully, in his wounded masculine pride, now has to attack a little black girl in order to satisfy his bully ego. He said, I'm a dirtbag. That's something to be proud of. Why I'm highlighting and illustrating this is because little black boys are going to be looking up to him and think that there's no problem with this. They're going to think that there's no issue with this. This is the equivalent of you and me had an argument at school, and then you go and you slime my family. It's that hood culture, hyper emotional. It doesn't make sense. And this is a grown man being sassy. It's so disgusting. And so I just need to highlight this to you. And so there is no honor among thieves. And so we're going to continue and watch more.
Shouty, you can earn it fucking with me. You ain't gonna make no baby that look like that. You a little short girl, though. You gonna give me a little swole little runt, nigga. But I hit bitches like that. Dude hit bitches like that because he flat out bought her.
See how he's laughing in the back?
I'ma indirectly buy you.
Did he defend another black
Everybody who
woman?
I buy
No.
hate me later.
Did they
Because
call
be
him
like,
out?
he ain't
No.
really give me shit. Don't be lying, talking about you came out here to do the show. You came out here to kick it with that big old ham sandwich because you know that motherfucker gonna trick off real good with you. The show, you probably was disappointed because you ain't get on the show. That's because I didn't know you and you was with dude. You see where the show at, meet me outside one day and say, Corey, I'm trying to earn something. We good. We good. You got the clip with his wife? Yeah, you got the wife. Play the clip with that mark ass nigga wife. By the way, if I get under your skin, you know where I'm at, homie.
As I said, we're going to reiterate it here again. These people are as guilty as he is. He decided to go low. He said, I'm a dirtbag. All the people around him are dirtbags as well. They had no problem talking on his daughter. Now they're going to talk about his wife. Let's continue. And so they're complicit. Pause it there. He said, you know where I'm at. When you had the opportunity to fight, did he fight? No. Now he's acting all big and bad. And it's these keyboard warriors. If you remember the song from Bobby Shmurda's computers, all these social networks and these computers got these talking around like there's some shooters. And so behind the screen, there's bravado. When there's nothing in between us, did he fight when it was time to fight? No. Is he honorable? No. There's no honor among thieves. They'll backdoor you, they'll slime you. They don't operate by a culture of honor. And so he's hurt. So he's saying you can come back and fight me if I hurt your feelings, but when you hurt my feelings with the disrespect, what did he do? He got up in his face and say it again. He didn't want to fight. and he'll make every excuse. That's what they typically do. He'll make every excuse to justify why he didn't fight that day. He's saying, "Oh, if I hurt your feelings now, you couldn't fight. If you didn't want to fight that day, why would we think that you'd fight again?" So let's roll the clip.
You know where, man. The clip with his wife. This is the funniest shit.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. Times it can be hard and sad and difficult because Anton has a lot of different personalities, and so you have to be a certain type of woman to deal with. Anton is very emotional. He doesn't communicate effectively. I don't think that he has killed anybody before. I think he's capable of it. I've seen him angry before. He's just like a totally different person when he's angry. He blacks out.
All right. Now, she look like she'll be like, fuck it, I'll be with this little fat nigga. Baby, you ain't got to be worried about that nigga temper tantrums and all that shit like that. Come fuck with a real nigga. If y'all in Detroit, it's real niggas in Detroit. God damn it. They could come pick you up at his house. He ain't gonna do shit. You with a mark-ass nigga who's stressing you out. Because you saw it. I know you saw it, ma'am. When I said to your husband, I'm gonna do it in slow motion a little bit.
See, he's rewriting history.
Dick
Why he's bringing it up again is because he's
that
hurt.
Nigga let your whole family down and bitched out. Y'all done. You will never live that moment down where he got punked in front of the nation. You think you supposed to fix it because you're married to him. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I can't put you out front with my top 5 bitches, but I'll find you a slot just because you his wife. Come fuck with a real nigga. You know you can't stay with that nigga. His best years are over. What if you'd have had a boy?
That's why we don't have black families.
Damn, you'd have had a little slouchy little boy. You had a daughter.
These are
at least
the
somebody
elders that we
smash
listen
you.
to
This motherfucker,
and
them
look up
nights
to.
when them other bitches ain't answering the phone, they gonna call your daughter. Meanwhile, you could be over here with me, goddammit. I got a bitch with some colder wigs than that you had on. Boy, that wig you got on, that's a starter kit wig. I got some bitches who do hair so good, boy, I'll make that bitch an 8.
You heard
I'll
him
make
laughing.
that bitch an 8.
Are they
nigga.
calling him
That
out?
Bitch, what? Let me tell you something. I
Attacking
can make
women
people
on
think
their,
she
their
look good.
appearance?
But yeah, your
Very
husband a
masculine.
straight mark-ass nigga. I sat in his lap. The nigga wouldn't even swing. I said, say it again. The nigga wouldn't swing.
No, you were
can't
supposed
fix
to
that,
swing.
Baby. He can't be hiring people when he get in town, whatever town he go to, having strangers watching his back. That's the best way to get robbed. The man said, I got more money than Corey. Well, you just marked yourself, nigga. And whoever is his security, you know they don't fuck with him for real. Big shout out to dude who was hired to watch his back when he got to town. I sincerely mean this. You was a professional. You didn't come over here and act like you was trying to break up the fight and escalate nothing. To the dude who was here with him who had to get stuck taking that cake-ass nigga home. Hey, man, I know that money is hard, man. You got to get that paper. But you did a good job, man. You did a good. I'm glad you didn't try to interrupt with it. But back on this nigga and his family. The pain lives on, Ton. Full time. The pain lives on. I'm seeing what you was working with before you had money. It makes sense. Now I'm seeing who you paying to be around you. The bitch really was dissing you in that tape. She didn't stand on nothing with you on that tape. Cause she knows she embarrassed to be with you. What's the little bitch name? I mean, Mika, right? Hey, Mika. Go on, hook up with Anton's wife and let me show y'all what Christianity is really about. The work of the Lord is here for you. And, hey, Futon, don't nobody want you, man. You a fat, goofy motherfucker who act like you about something. You ain't about nothing. You crashed out all week, and everything you said, you motherfucker shot yourself in the foot. And if I said something to shoot myself in the foot since I started doing this show tonight, guess what? You ain't say what you need to say when you was in my face. Remember that. What you needed to say, you folded. But thank you for folding. Now, what else we got to talk about, goddamn?
Okay, pause it here. See those faces right there? That's the face of compliancy. That's a black man. Look at his hair. And that's an ethnic woman. When he's speaking on his wife and his daughter, what do? Did they tell him to stop? Did they tell him, yo, you're going too far? What does the daughter have to do? Just call out Anton. These are the people that are pro-black. I'm black, y'all, because I'm black, y'all, because I'm blackity black, y'all. Don't you know? Oppression is up. The white man's holding us all down. In 2026, 2025, the white man's holding us all down. We got to stick together, y'all. Look at this. Look, when it's time to stick together, when there's a simple dispute, look what happens. I'll attack a black woman when it's convenient. I'll attack a black girl on her appearance when it's convenient. They did nothing to me, but I'll attack them because my ego says that this nerd dude wanted to square up with me. He said that I sucked dick on camera and I didn't do anything. So I have to get something on him. So I know what? I'm going to attack his family. Yeah, if I attack his family, they'll think I'm hard. He won't mess with me again. So there is no honor among thieves. This is a common saying. There is no moral conduct. They cannot be trusted. They slime each other. Like 6ix9ine, you think you're gonna hold his homie sleeping with his baby mama and getting him robbed from his jewelry? Look, whenever it's convenient, the same black women, oh, we love black women, means that we'll tear them down when it's convenient. So thieves don't treat another with any more honesty than they don't treat another person. In this case, we're referring to black people, the black culture. He's an old black man. He's been around a while. He's been doing this his whole life. You think he just started doing this yesterday? You think if he's 18, 19, we could say he's young. He hasn't seen the world. He's been doing this for a while. Because he's an elder in the black community. Look, that light-skinned boy, that Hispanic-looking lady, did she call him out? No, we're just trying to get our money. Even worse, we're trying to get our money, but on the worst end, we'll let him say whatever he has to get paid. Or, matter of fact, we agree with him. Because silence is complacency. And so, just a simple dispute, a simple disagreement between black men who are elders in the black community, this is what it comes to. Like we said, hyper emotional. My feelings are hurt, so I will say whatever I want, and there should be no backlash. I'm gonna roll the clip a little more, but you see, he attacked his wife, he attacked his daughter, who have no skin in the game. Instead of staying on him, it's the same thing as on the playground. Your mama. Because I have nothing else to say, I have to do anecdotal attacks, and this is why people are tired of the black community. Let's keep playing.
Really what happened, and like I say, I'm glad he didn't say it again. Because I ain't got time for tampon.
See how he keeps bringing it up?
No humbugging, but I do got time for this. Hey, tampon. During the show, I brought up that lady who was murdered by ICE agents. And tampon said, fuck that lady. So I made a shirt for, I hope that we get in touch with the lady who was unfortunately murdered, get in touch with her family. Because I made a shirt that I want
now
to send everybody in her family.
He's doing it for the community.
He wants to talk about everybody else's family and kids, but if somebody say something about what might be something that touches his heart, he wants to control the way war goes. Let me tell him and everybody else, you not me. You not me. But this is dedicated to dude. We got, hit it. This is dedicated to you, lame.
All right. We're gonna pause it right here. So you heard the guy laughing in the back. He put a monkey picture of his wife, a monkey picture of his daughter, and him being the zookeeper. So remember, he said there's no rules in war. Why is he saying that? Again, I'm going to reiterate. He's saying that there's no rules in war because my feelings are hurt, I can say whatever I want, and there should be no backlash because we're in war. If anyone's smart enough to do literally, so this is what he's chimping out. Any amount of research, you would know that in rule there is war. There's a thing called prisoners of war. They literally wouldn't kill females and children, even more so to the fact there's prisoners of war in other countries today that are male. That's how civilized we are. We have you can literally Google what rules there are in war. But the black community, when black people steal, are they stealing textbooks? Are they stealing the documentaries from the library? No. Is education a staple in the black community? Not that, maybe back in the day, not anymore. And so he said there's no rules in war, meaning I can say whatever I want because my feelings are hurt. I'm hyper emotional. Now and so look, you saw how he was grasping for straws, trying to make it, oh, because you attacked that ICE lady's family and don't care about her family. No one should care about. He's literally justifying his slimy behavior, trying to have the moral high ground. Oh, that ICE lady, that lady who was killed by ICE, it was an unfortunate turn of events. She was impeding an investigation of police officers. They were ICE watchers. They weren't supposed to impede the investigation. They could watch, but they couldn't interfere. And when she interfered, she lost her life. Is there a different way they could have gone about it? If a police is arresting citizens and I interfere with them and they shoot me, should I be surprised? People say, oh, he shouldn't have shot her. You should do the right thing and not interfere. And so now he's grasping for straws saying, oh, yeah, people they're going to love this. I'm going to get the people on my side. I know that they're caught up and they're hyper emotional and that the people are like, yo, they feel like she shouldn't have been killed. And if I can justify my sliminess by saying that, yeah, you talked about her family, so why can't I talk about your family? No. That's not the same thing. And so because of his view on issues justifies you attacking his family? Yeah, didn't you know I don't like him? I don't like his political takes, so I can attack his family. That makes sense. That's the logical thing, right? Yeah. Peak masculinity. I had the chance to fight him. I chose not to fight him. So now I want to fight with words. I want to attack his wife and daughter who can't defend themselves. This makes me feel good. This is peak masculinity. This is alpha male. This is the peak alpha maleness in their community. And he's lived so long because this is what he does. And this is what the black community champions. Remember, they celebrate King Von. They're booty backwards. And there are people who are justifying this in his comments saying, yeah, in war, there's no rules. So his wife and his daughter aren't off the table. If you talk to them in war, there's no rules. And it just shows, go to the comment section of this original video. I'm going to link it. It shows you how educated they are. And the question is, when do they grow up? When do they grow up? He's an adult. How old is he? When do the elders of the community act in a certain way? And so because the elders, if you look at the grandmas, they're young because the women are getting pregnant early. And so they're wearing waist trainers and they're competing with the younger women and having sex with the same men and getting BBLs. And the old men, he said that he's basically insinuating the girl Anton had on the show, she didn't know that she couldn't come on, that wasn't his wife, that he was being sassy. Instead of addressing him and saying, yo, that's not your wife, who is that? He's saying, oh, if you sleep with me, I could have let you on the show. And so more illegitimate babies, more broken homes, and more fatherless homes. He's the perfect example of a father. Corey Holcomb is who every black man should be aspire to be like. And the community will be fixed overnight. I'm being very sarcastic, if you couldn't tell. This is embarrassing. This is black sassiness. This is the sassiness that you'd expect in someone's grandma, that someone's at the age of someone's grandpa is holding these traits. The black sassiness, the hyper emotionalism. There's no rules in war. Yes, there is rules in war. You can't tell me what you would have done in my position. Let me make a t-shirt despairing him and why Corey keeps repeating that he didn't do anything in his face is because he operates by his rules. He's the one who felt when he was supposed to swing, he didn't do anything. He felt disrespected by Anton. Anton said, let's take it outside. He declined. And we all have footage to see it. Now he's rewriting events. He said, say that again. Oh, he didn't say it in a real one's face. You felt disrespected. You heard him loud and clear the first time. You don't have any hearing aids. When it was time to swing, you didn't swing. Why am I advocating for violence? No. I don't operate on that set of rules. But he said that he has friends in jail. That's what he big ups. He said in jail they would have set you right. Anton said, you going to jail? No. He said, neither of us have been to jail. Why are you talking about jail? Because he honors the jail code. He honors the jail rules. In jail, they would have fought over him saying that the first time. So there's no pressure. I mean, no honor among thieves. He doesn't follow a set of rules. He doesn't follow Christianity. He's not trying to be like Christ, and I hope he does come to Christ. But what I'm getting at is, why is the black community where it's at today, and what can we do to change it? Hopefully one day my sons listen to this and they can understand how not to act. But pressure shows character. Pressure shows what kind of person you are. This is who he is. This is who the black community is. This is how he survived so long. Essentially a coward. Because when it was time to do something, he didn't do anything. But it's like when you get into an altercation, someone's in your face, and as soon as they're not in your face, you're ready to talk so much smack. We call this a keyboard warrior. And at his age, he's acting, and the young people can identify with this. How many young people have gone on Facebook and ran their mouths and then got shot for it? And should we copy this culture? Let's keep playing the clip.
This is dedicated to you, lame. If you want me to, call me again. I'll send you one. Motherfuckers out here thinking they can control how war go. You playing with me, I'm gonna play with you. I have reached a point in my life of maturity where I don't really like to lie about nothing. I feel stupid after I lie. I feel like an idiot after I lie. Because I've been truly blessed to, somebody said to me, like, a lot of guys been calling my phone, Corey, if you want to make it to your dreams and stuff like that, you gotta do this. I'm like, I've already made it to my dreams. I could take care of I can send my mama money. I got a place to stay. I got people in my corner. What? I know people think you're supposed to have lavish things like $1 million cars and all like that. I'll take it if I get it, but I got to get it the way that is righteous. So I'm just saying, all you people who think I'm trying to make it to my dreams, I've made it to my dreams.
Pause it right there. He's already made it to his dreams. So I'm not going to go too crazy in this, but you know that hood black people don't live very long. Notice how he didn't say his father. Did he? I can buy my mama a house. I got money. But what's black people's? I want to buy my mama a mansion, move her out the hood. We've all heard that before, whether it be from the football players, the rappers, the black entertainers. They get out of the bad situation, and the first thing they do is they take care of their mother. And so he said he doesn't have any more dreams. No dreams of professionalism. That simply wasn't the values that a father wouldn't have taught him to attack women and children. And he said, you can't control how war goes. We literally have rules in the U.S. military of how war goes. You would think, as old as he is, that he wouldn't be led by his emotions. His mouth is his master. His feelings are his master. He does whatever he wants. And no one calls him out on it. No one on his show calls him out on it. So let's go back to the previous clip, and we're going to look up when Anton, in his face, tells him that he chooses his targets carefully. Let's watch the clip.
I'll give you that. I did tiptoe around his special. And you know what?
I
can live with that. I can live with that. But what else? I ain't trying to think of nothing else. But I'm saying, I think that was kind of. You found a way to bring that nigga into it.
I love you, Darlene. I love Craig. But they will not call you out on your bullshit and challenge.
As we've seen.
Now you trying to turn.
No. You asked me for the feedback. I didn't volunteer it. You forced me. I said, you know what? I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Then you said, okay, well, Anton, go ahead and keep on naming names and let's get to it. Okay, well, let's get to it then, if that's what you want to do.
Well, how about this? Let me. Can I respond
Because
to that?
Darlene is real chill, and she not gonna cause no friction, and Craig is happy to be here.
Okay, so can I say something about that?
But see,
Well, you don't cut me off.
I don't give a fuck because I'm rich too, so I'm cool. I got my own movement, I got my own motion, so I can tell you the truth. And I think that you also surround yourself with people that will not challenge you because you big dog to them. Okay. You big bro.
Okay, so let me say this since you brought up Darlene.
Pause
and
that
Craig.
right there.
Let me say this.
He is big dog to them. They don't challenge him. As we've seen with the t-shirt, as we've seen with the calling out the wife, as we've seen with the calling out the daughter, these so-called pro-black people, when it's time to make $1, we don't care about no pro-black. Rules for you, but not for me. I won't follow these rules when it's convenient. It's the same thing with the N-word. They get so mad when a white person says it. They say it all the time. Man, it's so hypocritical. If you try to logically think about it, why do they say the word if it offends them so much? Oh, we took back the word if it was so offensive, and so it's embarrassing. This is the culture. If you try to logically think about it, you're going to give yourself a headache. So this is Anton calling him out to his face, saying, you only call out who you feel comfortable calling out. That's another clip, excuse me. This is him saying that you're surrounded by yes men. And what did the t-shirt situation prove? Did anyone tell him to stop? Did anyone say, hey, don't attack that black little girl? Don't attack that black mom who has no skin in the game? Darlene and Craig stay silent. So he proved Anton right.
Art of war is to destroy the credibility of somebody first.
Right.
That's number one rule in the art of war: destroy his credibility.
Right. So, but this is the actual strategy that whoever this is, whether it's Sean Holly or him, I don't know, but this is a political strategy that you just have to be patient with. You know what I'm saying? Because it's false. It's false. You know what I mean? If you go back and watch any presidential debate, look how Donald Trump debates. They say a lot of false narratives about each other that they know aren't true about their opponent. But what this is supposed to represent is almost like in pimping, when we talk about the game you have. When you're standing on something solid, they're depending on frazzling you in front of your audience because they want it to appear to the audience like they're better for your audience than you are. So this is all strategic warfare that because you're a stomp down guy, you've been truthful, you're a very honest guy, I truly believe you have nothing to worry about, you know what I'm saying? But these are one of the strategies that they use.
Pause that right there. Remember, Corey said he has to get it righteously. And getting it righteously is by tearing down little girls, little black girls. As a grown man, tearing down little black girls, tearing down black women. And he's a stomp down guy. And why does he believe he's a stomp down and honest guy? Did he call him out on the t-shirt? It said, God bless all Latinas on their shirt. That's the face of two people who, when it's time to get paid, they were saying how pro-black they were. Now it's time to show your pro-blackness. We don't care that much. I still have to get paid. My bills have to get paid. I don't care about blackness that much. Next, I'm going to show you a completion because he's rewriting history. And he's gaslighting us. And I don't like to be gaslit. I don't remember. He's expecting you to not remember the events the way that they went down in order to protect his frame. So now I'm going to show you. He keeps reiterating that when he was in my face, he didn't say nothing. So we're going to highlight how many times he brings that up, because when people mention things multiple times, it shows what is important to them. And then we're going to play the actual clip. So like I said, when it was time, if he operated by the jail code, if the disrespect was so loud, he would have popped off. He wouldn't have to say, huh, say that again. He would have popped off. So I don't operate by jail code, but he said he does. He's the one who moved closer and didn't do anything. He's the one who has jail friends, but doesn't abide by jail rules. He's the one who's saying, say it again. It's the equivalent of saying, hold me back. Hold me back. You heard him the first time. You don't have a hearing aid. And this is a grown man, a staple in the black community that embodies all hood culture. He could have fought and chose not to. But let's remind you, in case you forgot, this is a compilation of clips of him rewriting history. And watch how slimy he is. Watch what he needs to do to continue to have to act big, to act like he has the high ground.
Really what happened, and like I say, I'm glad he didn't say it again, because I ain't got time for tampon to be on no humbugging, but I had no power up here. He ain't got nothing to do. The only power he had was to run his mouth. That's all he did. Run his mouth. When a man challenged him, he bagged down. Get under your skin. If I get under your skin, you know where I'm at, homie. You know where I'm at. When I said to your husband, I'm gonna do it in slow motion a little bit. Say I struck dick again. That nigga let your whole family down and bitched out. Y'all done. I sat in his lap. The nigga wouldn't even swing. I said, say it again. The nigga wouldn't swing. You can't fix that, baby. What? You ain't say what you need to say when you was in my face. Remember that. What you needed to say, you folded. But thank you for folding. Now, what else we got to talk about?
Let's watch how it went down.
You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah, homie, let me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
ain't nobody
suck
gonna tell you.
dick.
Yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck
Yeah,
dick.
you do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick.
You doing it
on
right
it.
now.
Believe me when
on
I
it.
tell you. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats.
Let's switch seats.
He wasn't done. He heard him. He didn't do nothing.
I don't do no
he repeated himself.
I'm
a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick
he has to
sucking
repeat
shit.
it.
I don't give a fuck about none
Well,
of
I tell you
could have
what.
swung there
Watch
too.
that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no
He
dick
could have
sucking.
swung there
saying a
too.
lot of shit
Look,
that I
he's
don't
in his
fuck with.
face.
But that gay shit, I do no. I tell
He
you,
had to move
I don't do
closer.
that.
Tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's
energy
switch
you give me.
seats. Let's switch seats. Switch seats.
I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do
He's the one who moved
I don't
closer.
do no
He
dick
felt
sucking
disrespected.
shit.
He repeated himself.
I'm a
Anton
motherfucking
stood
man.
on it.
I don't do
That's
no
how you
dick
handle
sucking
bullies.
shit,
I
homie.
don't give a fuck about none
Well,
of
I tell you what.
now.
Watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You say a
homie.
lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You talk
Okay,
about
but
what you talking
that
about,
gay
nigga.
shit, oh, you
I
go.
don't give a fuck about what you talking
Hey,
about.
homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put
You
no
switching
dick
seats
sucking
don't mean
shit.
to me.
Don't put
Anton
no
said,
dick
I'm right
sucking
here. He
shit
could've
on me,
swung.
nigga.
I'm from Detroit
Say
right
I
now.
suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I'm gonna
I don't
think he
do no
won.
dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But
We
you're not
good.
bossing up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already. I don't do
Nigga, we
dick
can put the
sucking shit.
microphone right down,
Yo.
right now, and go on back. I don't
Go
give a fuck
outside.
about
Go
that
out
shit.
back.
Homie, you just
Go out
running your
back.
mouth.
I'm not
Look at
running
him.
my
He
mouth.
said
I'm
you're-
running your
look at
mouth.
him.
I don't do
You
no
doing
dick
this shit for
sucking
the
shit.
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want
I'll
to say
show
Anton,
you I ain't doing it for the internet.
if you
I'm
want to
saying,
say Anton,
I'm
listen,
saying,
Show us.
don't
Show
disrespect
us.
me like
Finish.
that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that, I'll respect you. But don't boss up on me, because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm gonna extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how it
call this nigga out his name.
Nigga, I'm
He doesn't
telling
even
you
remember
what
when
you
he
did.
told
You
him he
can't tell
kissed
me
that.
how I get disrespected.
I got a
So
question
as
for bro.
I said, there's no honor among thieves. He doesn't even remember that he called him out on his name. I was gonna cut the clip of where I rewinded it, but I think it highlights perfectly what we're talking about. And so what happens when black actors, black musicians, black athletes, black entertainers, anyone who's really serious about their life, they will leave the hood. That's the first thing they do. No one of any culture is moving in droves to live around black people. And this is the example of why. Corey Holcomb. Think of Riley from Boondocks. You want to live around a Riley who's hyper emotional? And so when the people leave the black culture, they leave the hood behavior behind. They leave for the most part, leave that mindset in the ghetto. Every culture has their ghetto, but right now we're putting our finger on the black ghetto and how our ghetto is the only culture ghetto that is pedestalized and pushed as normal culture. No, not everyone black person is a King Von or a Future or an NBA Youngboy, but these people are being pushed by Jewish record labels to show, and it influences the community disproportionately. And you have your sexy reds who aren't pushed to the top because of talent, because they're pushed because of whatever is the most dysfunctional to black people. The baby mama drama, the hood culture. And if you don't like what I'm saying, leave a comment down below. If you think I'm spot on, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe.